Ladies and gentlemen, we have just officially crossed into, I believe this is our 33rd country. We are crossing the border as we speak into Spain. And you excited, Snow?
I'm excited, but it seems like there's some sort of accident and there's a lot of traffic.
So, more to come.
Yes.
But we're in Spain.
Our initial entry into a brand new country, the country of Spain, well, it was a bit hectic due to the traffic. Some sort of big accident. Had everything gridlocked. Semis not even moving. But once we broke through that, we made the coolest drive up and through some small little cities on the outskirts of the city of San Sebastian, and up into the mountains along a ridge. And when we had read about this place, it had said that the campsite up here was magical. And we'll get to that in a minute, because nobody mentioned how magical the drive up was. We instantly felt like we were transported back to Central and South America, just with the vibe along the roads, looking down into people's backyards and seeing little farms and wildlife along the way, and then the trees and the curvy road. Just a stunning, about 10 to 15 minute drive up through the mountains. About halfway up, we started getting peeks through the trees of the beautiful city of San Sebastian. And then we went around another curve, and there was the ocean. There were horses along the way, goats along the way. The drive up here is just as fantastic as the campsite has turned out to be, because this is home for the night, and maybe two. It has been a fantastic welcome into Spain. Curt's already walking the perimeter, getting the lay of the land. I think the kiddies will absolutely love it here. I'm sure the drone's going up to give y'all a little bit better effect of the 360 panorama views we have up here.
We're in the Basque region.
Yes, also this is the Basque region of Spain. And we will tell you a little bit more about that, but it is a special region for sure. Kind of considers itself its own little country within a country with its own culture. But look down there just beyond Curt. Wow. What do you think of this campsite, Curt?
Pretty cool. Gio get a nice walk here, Vanna. Nice little walk down over the Basque region. Some golf courses down there, some pretty mountains. And well, that Latin style architecture, which is, or Spanish style, I should say, which is really pretty.
I messed up and told Curt when we were coming up the road that it almost felt like home. And I didn't mean home like the States. I meant home like Latin America. You guys know we have a soft spot for Central and South America. I would say that Spain is off to an amazing start. And we will share this with a few other campers, it looks like. And we hear the locals come up for some hikes and for the view. But what a stunning, stunning camp place. Oh, and it's free, guys. No services. If there was cell service, we don't know, because we are rocking the new Starlink, and that thing is a game changer for us. But we're gonna hop in the van, have a little lunch, do some editing. This is gonna be a relaxed spot for us. But wow, oh wow. Welcome to Spain. Hey Curt, I just got the coolest sheep footage ever.
What happened?
Look out the window. They're all right here.
Are they really?
So I saw them coming down the hill, so I walked down to the bottom and sat on a rock and waited on them. And they all went running by me, jumping over this little creek looking thing. And every once in a while they'd stop and look at me, but then they'd keep going.
So cool.
No, it was pretty cool. I'm excited. Sorry about the sheep overload that's about to come, guys. But that was cool. Y'all know I love sheep. Well, I would say at about 1 o'clock in the morning, our peaceful, beautiful, view-filled campsite on top of a mountain, surrounded by bouncy little sheep and horses and a few other campers, turned, I'm going to call it almost disastrous, not quite, but a storm rolled in off the Atlantic.
40-mile-an-hour sustained winds, and the ocean's right there just blasting on us.
Yeah, gusts up to, I don't know, 55 or 60, maybe more. In the middle of the night, we turned the van around to try to be pointed into the wind. It did a little bit, but not much, did it, Kurt?
No, not much at all, but now we got to try to
get out of
down here.
Yeah.
The hill.
So
nice and slow in this wind.
Yeah, we are headed down. 2 other campers have already left. As soon as the sun came up, we started getting everything ready to roll. Ooh, it's been a long night with not much sleep. But we got to get off the top of this mountain. The weather report says the wind could actually get worse. So Kurt's at the wheel. Slow ride down. I feel like as soon as we get off the top here, it should get a little better.
Let's see.
Let's hope so. We have made it down off the mountain. I do not know the name of this city, but it's clearly got a little bay or harbor or marina. And we are headed to the grocery store. We'll be getting there well before they open. So that's where we'll get dressed, recuperate from our crazy evening, buy some groceries, and then figure it out from there, right, Kurt?
Yeah.
So the first grocery store we tried to head to in that bigger city, that port city, had the devastating bars over the parking lot that don't let tall vehicles in. So we aborted going to that grocery store and headed out of town, southbound. Now this is our first adventure through Spain. We've been here for a couple of days, but literally just crossed the border and went straight to that mountaintop camp. But we discovered that we had an amazing ride through the mountains ahead of us with the fall colors. So it was so breathtaking. We're going to take a minute and share that with you.
Ooh, I've got this feeling deep within my mind. All the crazy circumstances we just leave behind. Ooh, we're leaving early, following the sun. You keep saying life begins here, down the 101. It's like we were made for all the perfect moments like these. I just want us to get more. And forever, all of the time, you'll be mine. Ooh. Come follow, I know how the story goes. 'Cause we have been through the highs, yeah, we've been through the lows. That fire again. So release my burden, let my every dream unchain.
Now luckily, on the other side of that beautiful mountain ridge, we found our favorite grocery store in Europe, a Lidl. Went in, stocked up, and we're getting really close to our next campsite. But Kurt whipped us up yummy sandwiches before we're getting back on the road. It is rainy and gloomy, and we've got laundry to do, so we're headed to another campsite, but this one's supposed to be at a hacienda. So let's go see what it's like when we get there. Good morning from one of our favorite type of campsites. We call these farm stays. We've drove deeper south into the Basque region of Spain, and you pay $10 a night, and you can park in this hacienda front yard. They've got electrical outlets right over there. And what's really nice about this one is you can do laundry. And it is laundry time. So we walk down to the kind of the basement level of the main farmhouse. And that's where we have a shower and a bathroom and the washer and dryer. So today is about relaxing on the farm and getting the laundry done. This was a perfect campsite to do laundry. I don't even want to call it a campsite. We're going to call it a farm stay. We found it on Park for Night and shot them an email to make sure they had room because it's kind of a new location. And Lauren, the son, he was very responsive on the email, super kind, speaks perfect English. So we stayed there 2 nights with electricity, did 3 loads of laundry, washer and dryer, which is not always the case. Sometimes it's just a washer, and filled up with water, and it cost 46 euros. Now in a campsite, that would have cost a lot more, and it wouldn't have been as peaceful. So there's definitely something to be said for farm stays. And this one is a special one because it has the laundry. So this was a good find, but we are on the road. As we were leaving the campsite, it's raining, but like there's little spots of sun bouncing through the clouds and hitting these beautiful mountains. Right as Kurt was saying, this is a really pretty morning drive. And we were coming out of this cool little old Basque village. We came around the corner on this narrow country road, and to our dismay,
bam, there's a big old giant bus and we had a cliff on one side with guardrail and
a mountain on the other.
Mountain on the other, and I had no choice but to do some quick backing up. We had traffic coming up behind me, and so yeah, we just had to get skinny there. It was a close call.
Yeah, it was tight. And when she came through, Kurt was reaching out to pull the mirror in. Everybody was calm, and it was good. Probably happens here a lot. I don't think I'd want to be a bus driver on these roads, Kurt. What do you think?
No, but these little villages are fascinating. And I was talking to the owner of the campground, and he said that his house, which really kind of looks like the similar construction, was probably 200 to 250 years old. Of course, a lot of them have been built on and added on and remodeled and stuff since, but a lot of history in this old architecture, and this is pretty countryside.
Now, I know we have mentioned the Basque region a couple of times as we're doing these beautiful drives. I don't think we've really told you what that is, so maybe we do that while we're on this drive. And one of the main things you need to know is that this region has a unique relationship with Spain. It's an autonomous community within Spain, meaning it has a certain degree of self-governance and control over its own affairs. The autonomy is enshrined in Spain's constitution and gives the Basque Country its own parliament, government, and powers over areas like education, healthcare, and taxation. Now, we don't do politics on this channel, but I do feel like it's important to tell you that not everyone that lives in the Basque Country region of Spain feels like they should stay a part of the country of Spain. So it's a complex political landscape, but it's just something I wanted to make sure you guys knew. Now, we have already learned that the Basque people are known for their warm hospitality and welcoming nature. Now, this region is also famous for an incredible food scene. Pinksto's. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Pintxos, which translates into small bites. So think tapas. They're also known for delicious seafood. So eating in this part of the world is almost a requirement. Now, speaking of not being able to say something right, another really unique thing about this part of the world is they have their own language. It has a rich history dating back thousands of years. In this part of the world, some people think are the descendants of the Paleolithic inhabitants. Now, the language is one of the oldest in Europe and has no known linguistic relatives. So when I say I can't pronounce that word, even though I know you guys are making fun of me, it's not my fault, because it is not a Spanish word. But I digress. We're on this beautiful drive through the Pyrenees Mountains, and we are headed to the coast. And we are excited because it's supposed to be beautiful, and Kurt has an amazing hike in store. Well, I told y'all we were headed towards the coast, and all of a sudden we popped out of the mountains, and boom, there was this stunning beach. We go around the curve, and there's this marina loaded with cool boats, and you can just tell that in the summertime, this place is booming. But we were supposed to take the second exit out of a roundabout, and it looked like that was going to take us through a tunnel. And I think Kurt's subconscious took over and had him take the first exit, which was wrong. But man, did it turn out to be right, didn't it, Kurt?
The scenic route through the little city center, and to be honest with you, the building shot straight up, and the architecture changed, and it had this whole new feel of Spain, which, by the way, has a vibe that I am picking up on for sure.
We are loving Spain. Something we've, and I don't even know if we voiced it to you, but something that we've definitely noticed about Europe is in the wintertime, people just kind of go away. I don't know if they stay inside or what, but you can drive down streets and not see people anywhere in major towns and cities. But it is not that way in Spain. It has the Latin vibe for sure. But the name of this city that we accidentally drove you guys through is Bermeo, B-E-R-M-E-O. Now, I'm using Spanish accents and pronunciation, even though we're in the Basque region, so I may be getting that wrong, and if I am, I'm sorry. but that was a cool accidental detour.
Yeah, it was. Now we're on some narrow winding roads around the cliffs that sort of hug the coast. Right now we're not getting coastal views, but we are winding and twisting around these little mountains, and oh, there's
the
a little
ocean.
glimpses of the ocean here.
Yeah. So we are headed to a restaurant that is very close to where we hope we will camp tonight. And the restaurant is where we're going to get a taste of the food from this region. So we're excited about that. Of course, we're taking you with us. And then where we will sleep tonight is very close to a trailhead for a hike that's supposed to be stunning here on the coast, out to some sort of castle or something. We'll learn more about that because that will happen in the morning. And we do not know if it is a Curt hike or a Snow and Curt hike or a Curt and a little bit of a snow hike. We have to do some research. I can tell you I would love to do it, but I think my gut is telling me it's one I'll end up sitting out. But next up is a restaurant. Well, we have made it to our restaurant, and it looks like the restaurant is also the trailhead for the hike Curt wants to do tomorrow. And this place is busy. It's €3 to park here, but for us, since we're so big, we got charged double. So €6 to park. But let's go find this restaurant, okay? So we had our 2 little sandwiches and our 2 limonadas in the restaurant. That cost us €11. I think it's probably only partially open because the menu had a lot more options online. But it is the off season. But while we were sitting there, Curt decided he may go ahead and do that hike this afternoon. It looks like the rain is gone. We got blue skies. You gonna try it today, Curt?
Looks like it's about 3 kilometers, and it looks like about a couple hundred meters of elevation and lots of stairs, 241 stairs.
That means no for snow. Are you a go for today?
Let's go, let's do this.
All right, let's go get his stuff gathered up and he'll get y'all out there to see it. And I'll tell y'all, this is really, really a pretty place. All right, Curt has gathered up all of his backpack and stuff. We walked out to a viewpoint together so I can at least see where he's going. He's going way down there, guys. It looks absolutely stunning. But I think right over there in those trees, he's got all those stairs we were telling you about. So this is as close as I'm gonna get, but wow, look at that. Coast through here is beautiful.
So a couple things I can tell you right away. The start is super easy, almost straight down, paved handrails, very nice, perfect condition. You can see out there is the church or the monastery. That's the destination. First, I think we have to go down here along the water, so way down, and then climb back up. Somebody told me that this climb right here is the hardest part that we're about to come down. And I gotta be honest with you, it's just gonna be pretty steep and slow going on the way up, but stunning views to be had the whole way. So essentially we zigzag straight down that cliffside, and now we've popped out right below this giant boulder island, and you can see the monastery built up on top. And what's cool about this one is they've built some kind of Gothic staircases along the way, and then it also has those 2 little tunnels that have been carved away, and those are always nice to see whenever you're coming along the coast. But yet another rugged coastline in yet another country, and I'm still amazed. All right, guys, looks like we made it about down as close to the sea as we're gonna get. We're about 20, 30 feet above sea level, and we still have to climb a bunch of stairs. I think there's 200 and some stairs up that little church up there, so let's go do this. Looks like this island right here just pushed up out of the ocean, pushing the ground up, and you can just see the layers that just got folded back over here. Wow, the forces of nature are so impressive. as we come out here along this rugged coastline here in northern Spain.
So we drove about 45 minutes south along the coast on some beautiful little roads after Kurt got done with his hike. And we've stumbled up on a really great place to park. So this little river here, tide's obviously low. Right around the curve here, dumps into the ocean. And that's our parking place. Now, we didn't find this one on an app. We did some intel research on Google Maps. I don't think this would work in the summertime, but in the off season, this is a secret find.
All right, we are doing a little bit of freestyling today. Snow found us a little place tucked away in a small town close to kind of the city center. Now, this is one of those towns that's kind of slow right now because the off season. But one of the nice things we're loving about at least this region of Spain is the restaurants have tapas. So you walk in and whatever kind of tapas they have.
Pinchos or something like that.
Pinchos.
Pinchos, something, not
So you walk in and they'll have all these little small plates of food sitting out, their specialties. And really, we've been into a couple restaurants and they're different. And so I saw some mussels up there and had to go for that. Snow had some cheesecake. It was really good too. And anyway, we are just really loving Spain. And this small town we just happened on. Steep hills up and the narrow hallways and alleyways. Just absolutely fascinating. And we're only parked a couple blocks from here. We think we can stay for the night. So.
Something that makes us complete when we finally see. Here with the sun on our backs, it's all we need. Together with hearts intertwined, there's nothing quite like it. There's love enough to go around, and space. Breathe it in and slowly breathe it out. There's a place just for us here in the gold dust.
And turn right onto Frontoy Kalia.
Some of these roads through here have height restrictions, so we got to be real
Yeah.
careful.
Okay.
That's where we were, right over there.
Yeah. We rolled up on lunchtime, and sometimes you look for a quick place close to the road with good parking, just for the convenience of it. And every once in a while you find the perfect place. Good parking, close to the road. And we got a bonus here. How good was that?
Oh, I had the braised lamb shank. It was so tasty. And like when you get something on the menu and all it says is lamb, you're like, how's this gonna be? And oh, it was so amazing. So above expectations.
Yeah,
so
it was
good.
really good. I just had some breadcrumbed chicken breasts, and you don't know what it's coming with, but it came with roasted peppers and mushrooms and a good salad. It was a big score when we were just expecting to grab and go, and it was fast. So we're gonna get back on the road. We're still headed south. We have just crossed and left the Basque region. So this is where we're gonna wind this video down. We will see you guys in a few days from somewhere here in Spain. And in case you can't tell, it is windy today. Cheers, guys. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps us a lot. And if you want to see more of our videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you know when new videos come out. We'll see you guys in a few days from somewhere out here in the world. Cheers.